For decades, unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAP, were dismissed as fringe topics, relegated to the realm of conspiracy theories and science fiction. But now governments worldwide have officially acknowledged these phenomena as real, tracked by advanced radar systems and credible witnesses, including military personnel and commercial pilots. This shifts UAP from mere speculation to urgent national security and aviation safety concerns, demanding immediate attention and action. Yet, a critical aspect remains overlooked: the direct impact of UAP encounters on human health, an area that has been largely ignored in mainstream discussions. Medical reports and first-hand accounts reveal that UAP can cause significant, sometimes severe health effects, ranging from skin burns to psychological trauma. The Unhidden Foundation, led by a team of dedicated doctors and psychologists, released a comprehensive report in 2025 consolidating research on UAP-related medical effects. With a foreword by Dr. Jacques Vallée, the report highlights tangible evidence of health impacts, moving the discussion beyond mere anecdotes and into the realm of scientific inquiry. The conversation must now evolve. Official confirmation of UAP reality means health claims can no longer be ignored and must be addressed with the seriousness they deserve. We stand at a new public health frontier, forced to consider not just what UAP are, but how to protect citizens from their potential dangers, both physical and psychological. The mystery is no longer just about the skies. It's about safeguarding human well-being, ensuring that those affected receive the care and attention they need. The time to take UAP health effects seriously is now, as we navigate this uncharted territory with caution and scientific rigor. UAP-related health effects are not just rumors. They're documented, measurable injuries. Cases like the Cash Landrum incident in 1980 show severe burns and symptoms consistent with radiation poisoning after a close encounter. Victims suffered chronic health problems, investigated by both civilian and military organizations. More recent research links UAP encounters to autoimmune conditions and neurological damage, suggesting profound biological responses. Some experiencers report strange wounds and skin marks, adding to the disturbing pattern. These are not isolated stories. They form a consistent global testimony. The evidence demands we treat UAP encounters as potential medical events with real consequences. Ignoring these signs puts more people at risk. The physical harm is undeniable and must be addressed. How do UAP cause such diverse injuries? Leading research points to exposure to intense electromagnetic radiation, especially in the microwave and ultra-high frequency bands. High-intensity microwaves can cause burns and cellular damage, while lower levels may disrupt cellular processes, triggering chronic issues. Some reports hint at even more exotic mechanisms: gravitational manipulation or unknown energy forms. Psychological trauma is also significant. The fight-or-flight response to a UAP encounter can lead to chronic stress and physical health problems. The wounds are both visible and invisible, demanding a broad scientific approach. Understanding these mechanisms is crucial for prevention and treatment. A major obstacle to public safety is the lack of accessible information. Government research on UAP health effects remains classified, leaving doctors and civilians in the dark. Without official resources, those harmed by UAP must navigate confusing symptoms alone. The Unhidden Foundation calls for declassification of this research, not for curiosity, but for public health. Doctors can't diagnose or treat what they don't know exists. The absence of guidance leaves the public unprepared and vulnerable. If UAP are real and hazardous, silence is no longer acceptable. Transparency is essential for building a public health response. Releasing data empowers researchers, educates professionals, and protects citizens. The veil of secrecy is harming, not helping the public. UAP encounters often inflict deep psychological wounds. Many experiencers suffer ontological shock, a crisis triggered when their understanding of reality is shattered. This existential disruption can lead to anxiety, depression, and alienation. As Mario Pavlovich described, your whole worldview shatters. Am I living a lie? Without support, this shock can escalate to widespread social anxiety if UAP reality becomes mainstream. Preparing society means providing mental health resources and fostering open, compassionate dialogue. The trauma is compounded by the frightening, disempowering nature of many encounters. PTSD symptoms are common, and the psychological toll is as real as any physical injury. Addressing this requires specialized care and societal resilience. The stigma around UAP is a major barrier to healing. Decades of ridicule force experiencers to choose between silence and being labeled unstable. This fear prevents people from seeking medical help or sharing crucial information with doctors. As Paul Sinclair notes, many are trapped between disbelief and misdiagnosis. The need for validation is universal. People want to be heard and believed, not dismissed. Stigma adds secondary trauma, isolating those already suffering. Reducing this stigma is essential for organizations like Unhidden and for society. We must shift from ridicule to compassion and open inquiry. As governments acknowledge UAP reality, the justification for mockery disappears. Only by dismantling stigma can we encourage reporting, research, and effective care. For decades, UAP have been viewed almost exclusively through the lens of national security, with government agencies focused on protecting airspace and military assets. However, mounting evidence of civilian health impacts now demands a significant policy shift, one that recognizes the broader implications for society as a whole. Policymakers must begin to see UAP not just as a defense issue, but as a pressing public health concern. This shift requires expanding their mandates to include the well-being of everyday citizens, not just military personnel. Addressing this challenge means allocating resources for independent medical research and actively involving agencies like the NIH and CDC to investigate and respond to potential health effects. To truly understand the scope of the issue, confidential and non-punitive reporting channels must be established for both civilians and government personnel. These systems should encourage honest reporting without fear of stigma or reprisal. Transparency is also crucial. Declassifying historical research and making information accessible to the public and scientific community will foster trust and accelerate progress. A secure, centralized reporting system will help collect vital health data, identify patterns, and ensure that those affected receive proper medical care and support. As UAP encounters become more widely acknowledged, educating both the public and the medical community is essential. Awareness and preparedness are our best defense against potential health risks. Ultimately, the health and safety of citizens must be at the forefront of the UAP conversation, ensuring that no one is left unprotected or unheard. The mandate is clear. Protecting public health is just as important as safeguarding our airspace, and it's time for policy to reflect that reality. The medical community is unprepared for UAP-related health challenges. Most healthcare professionals lack training on the unique symptoms and psychological effects of UAP encounters. Education is the first step. Medical schools and associations must develop materials summarizing current research and diagnostic guidance. Physicians need to approach patients' UAP reports with empathy and curiosity, not skepticism. A non-judgmental clinical environment builds trust and improves care. New independent research is urgently needed to move from anecdote to scientific understanding. Creating patient registries and collaborating with scientists will help uncover the mechanisms of injury. The medical community holds the key to validating sufferers and developing treatments. Their engagement is crucial for progress. Addressing the dangers and mysteries surrounding UAPs demands a foundation built on transparency, rigorous research, and unwavering support for those affected. Only by working together can we hope to understand and mitigate the risks. Governments must take decisive action to declassify all UAP-related health data. Keeping this information secret not only undermines public trust, but also poses a direct threat to public health and safety. Independent, well-funded research initiatives are essential. These efforts should explore the full spectrum of physical, psychological, and even social effects that UAP encounters may have on individuals and communities. Universities and non-profit organizations must take the lead in this research, ensuring that their work remains free from military or intelligence objectives. and is guided by scientific integrity and public interest. Comprehensive, peer-reviewed studies will provide the evidence needed to shape effective policies, guide medical treatments, and inform the public about real risks and best practices. Support systems for experiencers are absolutely vital. This means ending the stigma, training mental health professionals to recognize and address unique challenges, and creating safe spaces for open discussion. Trusted, accessible reporting channels must be established, connecting people to resources and support without fear of ridicule or reprisal. The public acknowledgement of UAPs is only the first step. Now, we must ask difficult questions about the health implications and work together to develop strategies that protect all citizens. This journey will require courage to face the unknown, curiosity to seek answers, and compassion for those impacted along the way. By embracing these principles and working together, we can safeguard public health and build a more resilient society in the face of this new and evolving reality.